Hello. I just figured I'd make a really quick guide on what I think is the most efficient way to gear up a character. Assuming you've just hit level 80, the first thing I would recommend doing is following your breadcrumb quest to go over here to unlock Koresh and do the entire campaign quest for that. So just keep following this quest here. Just keep doing that until you complete the entire area, and this says 5 out of 5. You'll also unlock your ethereal reishi wraps, which is a required item to do the raid. It is also the best cloak you can get, so make sure you do that. After you do all those quests and have your cloak, the next thing I would recommend doing is learning how to upgrade gear. So from doing those quests that I mentioned, you are going to have a lot of currency. And this is the currency I'm talking about here. Everything under Season 3. Do not worry about anything else. Everything under Season 3 is what you care about. So you'll have restored coffer keys, which are going to be for delves. And you're going to have Valor Stones and Ethereal Crests. The different types of Ethereal Crests have to do with what kind of gear they can upgrade. And Valor Stone is just the basic upgrade material. So the first thing you want to do is go to the upgrade vendors over here. This one over here will have a bunch of quests for you, showing you how to do upgrades. And this is the NPC that actually does the upgrades. So do all these quests, it'll teach you how to use the upgrade system, which boils down to essentially just dragging and dropping an item over here and hitting the upgrade button. You'll see each item can be upgraded a set number of times. So even blue items, or green items in this case, can be upgraded to a point where they're better than dungeon blues. Even questing green items are worth it. So after you do that, you're going to want to go and accept all your Pinnacle weekly quests. Those are going to be these quests over here. There's going to be a weekly one from this NPC over here. Unfortunately, this one is a rotating one, so it's different every week. Fortunately, this week it is a PvP quest, so I will be skipping that. She will have a quest that sends you over here to do a quick breadcrumb quest that tells you about the first disc, which gives you this quest here, which is just collecting 100 Titan disc fragments, which you get from everything. So just playing the game, essentially. So this is a free quest. Just make sure you pick it up. It will give you a Pinnacle cache. You'll know a quest is a Pinnacle quest because it will have this icon here. It lets you know that's a weekly activity. And if you read this, it tells you all you need to know about what these quests are and how they work. Right, so there's like catch-up mechanics and everything. I'm not going to go into it, but this does a really good job of explaining it. So there's one from her here, this one here like I mentioned, and then this NPC right over here. And the one that she gives you is one here. Let me abandon the one that I have here. All of the World Soul. You get to choose. So you can choose whichever one you want. It'll give you the same rewards regardless, but I usually like to go with either delves or world bosses, since you will be doing those either way. I accept that one. And then the next one you want to do is over here with Bran. You want to accept the worldwide research.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Delves worldwide research, which is just to do any 3 delves. So you can do the same delve 3 times if you want. The next quest I want to make sure that you get, because I missed this one, is right over here from this Titan console. And what this will do, this will actually give you an upgradable 691 belt. So what I would recommend doing is grabbing that, doing 1 delve to unlock this, and then you'll have another quest from the same panel to do another delve. And then you go and do that one, and then you keep repeating that until this is all the way at the max level it can be. Oh, where'd it go? The max level it can be of 703 or 704, I think. So that's like a free, like, raid quality belt right there. So after you do that, you do your Pinnacle gear, like I was saying. You have everything turned in. You're going to get a whole bunch of upgrades from that. Upgrade whatever gear you can. I would prioritize upgrading epic gear because it can be upgraded to the highest item level. And you turn in all your delve gear. Like if you have some items that you have not replaced from questing, that your weathered ethereal crests are going to come in for crafting. So what we're going to do is you go over here, this area right over here. There's an NPC over here who sells these enchanted weathered ethereal crests. Now what you can do with those, if you go to the crafting orders vendor, or NPC I should say, let's say I wanted to replace these bracers, because 645 I want a higher item level 1. I was very unlucky for my Pinnacle quests, I didn't get an upgrade for that. So we're going to go to bracers. Now you notice if you, whoops, I didn't buy it. You see usable with Kazelgar recipes for most rare blue equipment. That means it's not going to work with the epic crafting items. So, like this, won't work with any of these, but it will work with this. So you see, the item level here is only 515. Not that great, but if I had one of these, I can make it 675. And then what you do is you make sure you have the materials required for it. You put it in as a public work order. Put in how much you want to give the person. I usually only give a couple hundred. Hit place order. And then what happens is it will be submitted into a queue. And eventually someone will pick up the order and complete it for you. So I did one for a shield earlier. So you see it was a 545 shield that I had put in. And it goes to your mailbox when it's completed. See? And then it gave me a 675 shield that this guy made for me. So, very good upgrade. Very good to fill in the gaps that you don't get from dungeons or anything. However, you cannot upgrade them with Valor Stones. Crafted gear cannot be upgraded with Valor Stones. So, that's the last thing you want to do. So, you want to do your delves. You want to do your dungeons. You want to do the raid finder. And then after you've done all that, and maybe there's one or two pieces you just can't get an upgrade for, that's what you want to do for the crafting. Now, another thing with crafting that you do want to make sure you do, from the Pinnacle gear, you're going to get, let me go onto one of my other characters real quick, because I didn't do the Pinnacle quest on this guy yet, so I don't have any sparks. Okay, so here on my monk, you see I have this item called a Fractured Spark of Starlight. Now, you get those from doing the Pinnacle quest, and you see you combine 2 Fractured Sparks of Starlights with 250 Valor Stones to create a Spark of Starlight, which is this here. And you see this works very similarly to those crests I showed you before. Except you see this one can increase the crafting quality to 691. And unlike the enchanted crests, these can only be used on epic crafting gear. So, like, well, belt is a bad example. So let's say I wanted to make, let's see, a necklace, right? Let's say I wanted to make a necklace. Let's just go with the regular amulet of earth and craftsmanship. So I put in the spark. I'm gonna have to get those items too, I guess, but let's say I do that, right? So this will be a minimum of 678 and a maximum of 691. Now there's a lot of intricacies you can do with these, especially with these embellishments. You can like determine, like you can guarantee what stats you have on them. I would recommend watching like a separate guide for this, but for the spark specifically, I would make sure that you get something with whatever embellishment is best for your class. But yeah, that's probably the best way, I would say, to gear. So to recap, you do your campaign quests, you unlock your cloak, you do those upgrade quests to unlock the upgrade vendor, you do your Pinnacle weeklies, you do your weekly delves, you do the world bosses, and then you do your dungeons, which again, random heroic for the war within. You do those, And you can, while you're in the queue for that, you can also do these 3 LFR queues. These are the most recent ones under Manaforge Omega. This is the newest raid. And so doing those, and then filling in the gaps with dungeons, and then whatever other gear you haven't gotten that you need upgrades for, you can have crafted using your Weathered Ethereal Crests. And then finally, going back to the upgrade vendor and upgrading all your gear. And that will get you decently high level very, very quickly. Oh, and there is one other thing I wanted to mention. Whether you're on a new character or if you're a returning player, don't forget about your rewards from Renown. So all your Renown rewards that you get, regardless of what season you played, if you have not collected them, they will be upgraded for this season. So for example, I haven't collected them on this character yet.
I have an extended
So I have a whole bunch of just free currency just sitting here that I never collected. A whole bunch of currency I just got for free. Because, like I said, I just never collected that reward. It's so easy to forget about the Renown rewards. So there's 2 vendors here. There's a vendor in Hollowfall. And there's a vendor in Ashkahet. And there's a vendor in over here. In the Undermine. Make sure you get those because that's just free currency that's sitting there too. Okay, but that's all I got. I guess if anyone needs any specific help, I'm always willing to hop on and help you out. Yeah, hit me up if you guys need anything.